Hi everybody, today I wanted to read the book Trouble Talk. It is written by Trudy Ludwig and the illustrations are by Michaela Prevost. And looking at the cover, I wonder if you guys can take a guess about what Trouble Talk is. We're going to find out more about Trouble Talk in the pages ahead. I know a girl named Bailey, and she has a really big mouth. Her name is Big Mouth Bailey. She doesn't know that I've called her that because I've never said it out loud, but that's what I really think. When Bailey came to Hoover Elementary, my teacher, Mrs. Rodriguez, picked me to be her welcome Betty. I was shy around her at first. I was afraid I'd say something stupid and she wouldn't like me. But Bailey started chatting away, asking me all sorts of questions about our school and the kids who go here. It made me feel good to tell her what she wanted to know. We sat together every day at lunch and talked about all kinds of stuff. Bailey never ran out of things to say, and she told me the funniest jokes. Everything was going great until Keisha's sleepover. Let's play Truth or Dare, said Bailey. I'll go first. Keisha, truth or dare? Truth, she giggled. No offense, but that shirt you're wearing is way too small. Did you get fat or did your clothes shrink? Wow. Keisha's mouth dropped open. That wasn't very nice, I said. Oh, come on, it's just a game, said Bailey. Besides, I'm doing her a favor by telling her the truth. Some favor, mumbled Keisha. Girls, called Keisha's mom, come get your ice cream sundaes. At the table, the only one talking and eating was Bailey. Even Keisha's mom noticed. Honey, she asked, are you feeling all right? I don't feel so good, Keisha said. My stomach was in knots as I tried to figure out what to say to make Keisha feel better without sounding like I was choosing sides. The next thing I knew, Keisha's mom said, Maya, I think you and Bailey need to go home. We'll reschedule the sleepover for another time. But the sleepover was never rescheduled, and Keisha stopped hanging out with me whenever Bailey was around. Then a few weeks ago at recess, Bailey and I were at the swings and we overheard Lizzie telling Hua that she thought Brian, the boy in our class, was kind of cute. Ooh, so you like Brian, interrupted Bailey. She didn't say that, snapped Hua. I bet he likes you too, said Bailey. You want me to go find out? No, shrieked Hua and Lizzie. Before any of us could stop her, Bailey ran over to Brian. I chased after her shouting, please don't do it. But Bailey didn't listen. She was all mouth and no ears. Oh, Brian, said Bailey, guess what? Lizzie thinks you're cute. I think she likes you. Do you like Lizzie? Brian's face turned bright red as the boys around him made kissy noises. It's okay, you can tell me. I'm good friends with Lizzie. Before he could answer, I pulled Bailey away. Cut it out, you're embarrassing him. By the time we were back at the swings, my head was pounding. Lizzie was in tears and Hua was steaming mad. Bailey McKenna, yelled Hua, you've got a big fat mouth. Why don't you mind your own business? That wasn't very nice what you just said, Bailey countered. You'll be sorry. A few days later, there was a rumor going around school that Hua had written nasty words on the girls' bathroom wall. I knew she didn't do it. I also knew who started the rumor. It was Bailey. Then things went from bad to even worse. When Bailey was at my house a couple Saturdays later, she overheard Dad and Mom arguing about money. I was embarrassed, but I didn't think it was the end of the world. Everybody's parents fight at some time or another, right? That Monday morning, I saw Bailey whispering to some kids and pointing at me. I couldn't figure out what was going on until Keisha stopped me in the hallway. "I'm so sorry to hear about your parents," she said. "What? What about them?" I asked. "Well, you know that they're getting a divorce." "What? My parents aren't getting a divorce. Who told you that?" "I heard it from Lizzie. Bailey told her." I suddenly felt sick to my stomach. But it's not true. Before I could say anything, the bell rang for class. Mrs. Rodriguez started talking about the life cycle of insects, but I wasn't listening. There was so much buzzing going on inside of my head. I felt a light touch on my shoulder. "Maya, are you okay?" Mrs. Rodriguez asked. Not really," I said. "Does this have to do with what's going on at home?" "Oh, no. I bet she'd heard the rumor, too." "Why don't you go to the counselor's office and talk with Miss Bloom?" she suggested. It sounded like a good idea. Miss Bloom always cared about what I had to say. "How are you doing?" Miss Bloom asked. "I'm not so great." I told her how Bailey said things to my friends that were really mean or embarrassing. I asked her to stop, but she doesn't listen. Now she's telling everyone my parents are getting a divorce, and it's not true. Said Miss Bloom. "It sounds like Bailey has a bad case of trouble talk." "Trouble what?" "Trouble talk," repeated Miss Bloom. "Spreading rumors, saying hurtful things, and sharing information that isn't hers to share are examples of the kind of talk that leads to nothing but trouble." "Nobody wins with trouble talk," she explained. "Kids who say hurtful things end up losing friends, and kids who hear hurtful things about their friends are stuck in the middle, feeling pushed and pulled in a friendship tug-of-war." Miss Bloom said that she would work with Bailey to turn her trouble talk into healthy talk. She'd also speak to the rest of the kids about not spreading rumors. "In the meantime, Maya, keep doing what you've been doing," she added. "Don't join in, and don't pass on rumors. Just change the subject and hang out with kids who make you feel safe." I ended up staying away from Bailey. I knew it made her sad, but it's hard to be friends with someone you don't trust. And I didn't trust Bailey. Lately, I've noticed Bailey's really trying hard to stop her trouble talk. She even wrote "I'm sorry" cards to Keisha, Lizzie, Hewitt, and me. It was nice to get the card. I knew it wasn't easy for her to write it. Mom says it takes a brave person to want to change, and that it takes an open heart to accept that people can change. That got me thinking. There are still a lot of things I like about Bailey. Maybe someday I'll be able to trust her again. When you have an open heart, anything is possible. And that's the end of Trouble Talk. So I think we figured out that Trouble Talk is talking about gossip. An important thing to remember whenever friends are spreading information is what we are saying true? Is it useful? And is it good? If we are spreading information that's not truthful, it's not helpful, and it's not good, that means that we're engaging in trouble talk. And trouble talk is only going to get us in trouble. But just remember, Bailey was able to change, and she's now working on using healthy talk to make friends and good connections. I hope you enjoyed reading Trouble Talk with me, and enjoy the rest of your day.